Hello, everybody. This is Bundeswehr Bob, joined once again by Ben Magnus as we attempt to stiff arm this British war of aggression.
Yeah, this is definitely a British, very, very angry tea drinkers.
I mean, it's true. You hadn't actually attacked anybody, like, at all. You Anschlussed Austria politically. Let me go ahead and pause this. This is going too fast now. Everything's going too fast. So yeah, we just I had taken maybe Yugoslavia and Albania, and I was maybe fighting Hungary. Like I don't know. Those things might have been happening. I can't confirm or deny. How aggressive I was being.
This is basically a war of Italian aggression.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I am actually ready for my assault on Czechoslovakia, so I think I will be doing that.
I'm going to stand here and watch.
Because I
like to watch.
Ooh, giggity. I need to do something interesting, because declaring war on the Netherlands and Denmark was not interesting.
Well, you just got blew through those in like a couple episodes. Yeah. And Denmark is kind of like, I have troops, but not really.
All right, and the goal here is going to be to completely knock out most of who's its thingies.
Yes.
I'm gonna choke off Czechoslovakia right at this neck right here, and that will, because the supplies flow out of the capital, so the pocket to the left will be supplied, the pocket to the right will not be. That's how that's gonna think.
The thing.
Ah, shit. Oh no, I'm good. And launch attacks all over the place, all of the attacks. And try to make as much progress as we can in as little time as we can. Oh, there's nobody in that province. Go take it.
Well, we're definitely stomping our way through North Africa now.
The Italian Africa Corps.
Suddenly, 12 Italian divisions showed up, and the British are like,
"Hey guys, what's up? What you doing?"
Of course, the British actually have more HQ units in this area than they do actual. There's only one infantry division that I can discern. Then there's two. There's a 5-tier, a 4-tier, and a 6-tier HQ unit running around here, and then Iraq has some. Iraq actually has more fighting troops over here than Britain does.
Well, you got to fear those crack Iraqi divisions.
I guess.
Okay, we're this is not exactly the second. Is it the second treaty of Munich or Vienna or whatever it is? This is more just like, I'm gonna storm in and take everything from you while you're not looking.
Who needs to agree to anything when I've got all these panzers?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I in poor supply again? No, I'm not. I've got all the reinforcements I need. I've got all the upgrades I really care for.
I actually thought they were just...
Production's good.
I honestly thought they were going to put up a little bit more of a fight than this.
Dude, the French?
No, the Czechoslovakians. They may have not been mobilized. I think they did mobilize. Could have sworn they mobilized.
There were a few that mobilized. Like Romania. Remember when I said, Romania, I'm eyeing your refinery, and then immediately there's a pop-up about Romania mobilizing. It's just like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Recall.
All of you need to cross into Patra. I don't know why you're all just standing there.
Czechoslovakia has tanks. Okay, the Panzers, let's see. The 10th Panzer Division has just engaged the Czechoslovakian tanks. Not even going to try to say those names. Crazy Slavic alphabet. Let's see. We're gonna name these ones after Revi. Revi's what? We'll just call it the Revi Division. Just call it the Revi.
The Revi Division.
Should name a Panzer Division after Sergei. I love the Russians on my channel, especially the ones in the Discord server. They're great. Like, Sergey lives in freaking Vladivostok.
That's Far East Russia for anybody who doesn't know where that is.
That's right.
That is right here.
One of the guys at one of the my Patreons and somebody who's on my Discord server joins us on the multiplayer events all the time. It was right here in Vladivostok. I'm gonna get you, Sergey.
Gonna march all the way over there. Japan's with us, aren't they? Japan's in the
They
Axis,
joined before
right?
you did.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
That was not your fault.
What is Japan? Who's Japan fighting?
They beat China.
Non-aggression pact with China, following puppets, Manchukuo and Manchukuo.
They got the quos.
Okay.
All of the quos. All of the squeaky toys.
That's uncanny timing right there.
Penny's playing. Penny had dinner, so now it's time to play. Well, she eats dinner.
Is rocket arty a thing I want?
Ooh, what?
Rocket artillery, is that a thing
Rocket arty? Rocket arty, if I remember correctly, is much cheaper to build, so it's easier to get it. It's slightly less effective, but it's much cheaper to build and uses less supplies, if I remember correctly.
Well, we will research that next year. I am going to research a bunch of this anti-tank stuff.
The Russians have those.
Yeah, we're going to research that, and then we're probably going to, I mean, I don't know how much Italy you've played, but it seems like Italy likes to have infantry troops out there, because we start with a lot of that.
Italy usually goes pretty light on the armor.
We will figure out what anti-tank divisions are and put those in their stuff and things and fight.
I actually do have a good number of anti-tank regiments in my divisions, which are currently equipped with 7.5 centimeter Pact 40s. Wow, in 1938, really? 1938, we've got 75 millimeter anti-tank guns. Cool. I'll get on board with that. I mean, I could have sworn at this point that Germany was relying on like 37 millimeter and 50 millimeter anti-tank guns. Hey, and we're... Oh, wait. No, God. Yay for perfect immersion. 8.8 centimeter Pact 43. So the 1943 model is what we're using right now. Poor Czechs of the Slovakian region. Yeah, they got ham-boned. Well, I don't know if you've looked recently, but Czechoslovakia is not much. Well, now it's pretty much just Slovakia. The Czech part got overrun.
Here. Oh my God. See, last I looked at that, there was like you could tell there was a Czechoslovakia there. No, not so much.
They did not put up very much of a fight. Oh, I didn't want to do that. And we haven't actually assaulted the capital yet, but we'll get there.
Eventually.
Yes. I am looking forward to the next EU4 expansion.
Rights of Man?
Rights of Man, yeah. I am interested in that.
I really like the changes to how tech works, I think, is going to be a really good one.
And I like that if you have a Regency Council, you're not just sitting on the sidelines forever. Because you have the wives, the royal mothers and whatnot are actually people. The Queen Mother is an actual person and not just like an amorphous blob of thought. Thought blob. Amorphous thought blob. Women are people too. Well, I think it'll make it more interesting for things like when you're looking at like PUs and things like that. Because the family members actually exist. Lost a province to Denmark. Oh, it's because I was paying absolutely no attention to what was going on up here.
It's okay. They weren't worthy of your attention anyway.
All right, you go over there, and you go over there, and you go over there. Do the things. All of the many things with the person and the people. The problem with trying to get Copenhagen is that you have to you can make the crossing there without any ships, but if an enemy ship passes by that sea zone while you're trying to cross, it cancels it.
I really need to up my espionage game here.
I've been pretty espionage-y.
Like, I don't think I need anywhere near. I need no diplomacy because I've just got 60 diplomats just sitting around not doing anything. Yeah. So
I haven't had any diplomacy on for a while now, and I have 402.
Hmm.
There's a few German The Germans don't need diplomats at this point.
From the barrel of my gun.
Exactly. All right, getting that Czechoslovakian thorn out of my side is helping my border goritis. Something I've never done in this game is bother to do a Paint the World series where, you just take out every single country just for shits and giggles. Just be I've had a lot of people ask me to do it. I'd be like, yes, it would be really fun for like 60 episodes of real combat, and then there wouldn't be anybody worth fighting left, and it would just be 100 episodes of running over minor nations.
That's right, Greece. You have nowhere left to run. You're a cornered rat. That's right.
So what are you going to do about Crete?
I'm just going to do a quick naval invasion on him is all I'm going to do.
Do you have naval infantry, or just going to use regular ones?
Just regular ones.
I want real...
Mighty Italian soldier can do anything, don't you know?
Don't you know?
We can do all the things.
They could jump out of planes. They can jump out of boats. Italians are good at jumping.
We can jump out of jumping.
You ever seen how the like early war Russian paratroopers deployed?
No. Do
you know what I think it's a TB3 bomber looks like? It's kind of imagine like a World War I bomber, only like soup it up really hardcore. So it looks it's huge, but it looks rickety and it has like a fixed landing gear that looks like a bike, and its engines don't really have like nacelles. They just kind of like attach to the wings, and you can see like the machinery is exposed, kind of thing. Not like they don't have like streamlined nacelles around them or anything like that. The cockpit's open, and it's just a guy sitting on like a square fuselage. Really, I know it was a like early 30s bomber before they really did like all metal monoplanes and things like that. And the way that the early Russian paratroopers deployed was they would just line up on the wings and then let go.
Oh my god. Oh, it's terrible.
Yep.
Russia never change.
That's how it works. You should look at up the picture sometimes. It's literally just guys lined up on the wings, and then they just whoop.
I'll go look it up right now, actually, while I'm doing this. It's here. Russian paratroopers.
You gotta pull up a picture of Putin.
I imagine this is gonna be Google Images somewhere, right? I'm seeing a lot of modern stuff right now. There's a bunch of them marching in a troop. Wait, is this it? Oh my god, is this...
Did you find it?
I think I did. Hang on, let me visit the page here to see if this is what I think it is. Russian airborne troops. Yeah, Soviet paratroopers deployed from a Tupolev 2 TB3. Jesus Christ.
See?
It's just a bunch of guys like fleas on the back of a rodent or something. Oh my god.
That was just the biggest plane they had, so they just lined up on the top of it, and there you go.
That's fucking horrifying what that is.
They actually they attached I-16s to those things too, underneath the wings, and used them as motherships.
God. Don't ever change, Russia. I really enjoy...
Also the flying tank.
Flying tank?
Yeah, the Russians designed... I think it was like a T-70. Well, a light tank. And they just put like a propeller and really big wings on it so they could fly it into battle.
Oh my god. Look at this thing now on Google.
Oh, you found it?
Yes. Oh my god.
And there's another one. They invented a flying submarine.
Why? Okay, Russian flying submarine.
I don't know if that one they actually the rest of them they built. That one I don't think they actually built.
Oh no, this is a color picture of it right here. Oh, that guy looks so derpy.
It does look really derpy. It's got like this like
oh my
it's got
God.
like a stew looking face.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
I didn't think that I was wrong. I didn't think they actually built that one, but I guess they did.
That's amazing. Don't ever change Russia. That's goddamn amazing.
Right. Come on.
Iraq, you trying to attack me, Iraq? There, you're a funny guy.
All right, so it's 55% war score with Czechoslovakia, and I haven't taken the capital yet, so I think I'm good.
Now, did they join the Allies at all? No.
So when this is over, I should just...
Oh, no, they are. They are an ally member.
Balls. That means it's all going to be occupied.
Well, I mean, typically, what's your order of operations when you're dealing with Hearts of Iron 3? Do you go Poland and then France, or do you go Poland, Soviet Union, or how do you typically tackle these people?
If I'm playing Germany?
Yeah.
If I play in Germany, I do... what I would do is I would do the Anschluss of Austria, the First and Second Treaty of Munich, to peacefully get... what's it called? Czechoslovakia from the Czechoslovakians, and, you know, it peacefully integrate it into the nation. Then I usually do a simultaneous attack on Poland and on France. And then when those both fall, usually Poland falls first because Poland doesn't put up too much of a fight. They just don't, in this game, they really don't have a lot of oomph in them. And then I usually do a simultaneous attack on, you know, Denmark and Sweden and Norway and Yugoslavia.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually just go, you know, I go left and right. I peacefully take as much as I can. I go left and right at the same time, and then up and down at the same time. Then I usually end up, when that's done, I'll take Lithuania, then Latvia, then Estonia, and take all of those states for my own. So I have, you know, basically one continuous border with the Soviet Union, and then you can focus on the Soviet Union. Well, you know, put a garrison on the Soviet a border, and then attack the United Kingdom.
I see.
You have to have you know, at least a decent garrison there, because when the United Kingdom falls, the Soviet Union attacks. So it works best if you plan it so that the United Kingdom falls at like the start of winter, so the Soviets don't have a lot of luck attacking you because of the weather modifiers, and then you have time to redeploy all your forces from England to the Russian front, and you can mount an attack in the spring. All right, there's that. Yes.
All right, everyone redeploy to the Romanian border.
I have the Slovakia.
There, you guys come down here, because Romania be a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, what's fun about playing by yourself here is Romania usually ends up in the Axis, and if they're your ally and you're playing Germany and you're attacking the Soviet Union, what you kind of have to do is end round them as soon as possible and cut them off so you can take control of the front from them. Try to outrun them from the north and from the north heading south, and try to get to the Black Sea as soon as you possibly can, so that they don't like bork up the management of that land in the front.
Hmm.
All right, what do we got coming next? Garrisons will be done in October. First run of 10 garrisons will be done in October, beginning of October and end of October. And another run of factories almost done. Bombers almost done. I got more convoys coming. Barely working on those panzers.
Poland is mobilizing.
They just figured out that shit was getting real.
What was that noise? Meanwhile, Netherlands, Belgium, France, Czechoslovakia.
I dropped potato. Oh, God.
All of you, come on up here.
And don't you...
Strategic redeploy.
Yes. That is a thing that can be done. Those tanks got a little bit of combat experience fighting the Czechoslovakians, but not a whole lot. Sorry, Czechs.
No, you're not.
No,
But that's okay.
I'm not. Third Corps with all their divisions. Let's get you all the way down here, guys. Whoop.
Yeah, we're closing out in Alexandria.
Huzzah!
No, I'm starting to kind of run into a bit of a bottleneck, though, thanks to that infrastructure problem.
Yep. That it's usually only about 2 wide along the North African coast.
Yeah, well, I got to El Alamein, and now I'm heading into El Hammam, and that's where it narrows down to 1.
Ooh, yeah.
So now I've got like these 12 divisions in here. It's just like, oh.
El Alamein is where the
All right,
British finally checked the Germans.
Well, you know, the Italians are making that not come true.
Well, if I remember, I don't really... I haven't done a lot of reading on the North African campaign, but if I remember correctly, like... The Italians pushed the British back, and then the British had pushed the Italians back. And then the Germans showed up and pushed the British back, and the British pushed the Germans back, and the Germans pushed the British back. And it just kept going back and back and forth and forth and forth, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, until eventually the Germans ran out of tanks.
And then suddenly no tanks.
If I remember correctly, the only working Tiger left in the world, which is owned by the Bovington Tank Museum, was captured in North Africa.
Intriguing. The more you know.
The more you know.
If I ever wanted to see a working tiger, I know where to go. North Africa.
Well, it's not. It's the Bovington Tank Museum's in England.
Oh,
that's just where it was captured at.
If you ever need geography, don't talk to Bob.
If my memory serves correctly, and it may or may not, it had its turret ring jammed when a Churchill hit the barrel. Churchill fired at it, hit the barrel under the underside of the barrel, and the shot ricocheted down into the turret ring and jammed it, and the crew bailed out.
Jesus.
Super, 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 super lucky shot. And they never filled in the dent, so there's this groove on the underside of the barrel where the Churchill shot pinged off.
Well, there's no more Greek units because I landed on Crete and there's nobody here.
Just march into the VP and you should be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I like how your fronts are, you know, statistically very close together, but you're just like just all waving at each other. Hey guys in Crete, hey North Africa.
You know, we're focused. We know where to go.
Well, what I'm going to suggest is you just keep fucking going up into like Syria. And I mean, Iraq's at war with us, so you can take Iraq and Kuwait. And I think at this point there's...
The British just didn't bother to take the rest of Somalia. They just left it.
There's a little bit of oil over here. There's a little bit of oil. Not much oil in this region at this period, though. All of the oil in the world's in Romania and the United States and the Caucasus.
So with all these modifiers that are being presented here, these are all attacker modifiers?
Where are we looking?
Just whenever you're in a battle.
Yes. If you hover over and you see a lot of modifiers, well, each side will have its own set of modifiers based on the what's going on, and then it boils all the modifiers are added up, and that's basically how effective a unit is in combat. So in the combat modifiers in this aren't too extreme. When you get into Black Ice, the combat modifiers get into the thousands. Because they added in a lot of modifiers, and they made a lot of modifiers a lot more extreme, like weather.
So extreme.
Yeah. Or, I can't remember what phrase they used for it. It was like territorial pride or something like that. But basically, the farther you go into an enemy country, the stronger their units get because they're getting more desperate. So, you know, when you attack the Soviet Union, they have 0 territorial pride. By the time you get to Moscow, their territorial pride adds like 1,500 to their, like, attack modifiers.
Damn.
All right, the 1st Assault Corps. You can come on over here. You guys can come on over there. Yay!
Woo!
There was much rejoicing, and you fully annexed them, didn't you? That's what. Were they not in the Allies?
I thought they specifically had joined the Allies.
Did they just declare war on you? Hang on.
I'm pretty sure that they had joined the Allies.
No.
Well, I mean, they're fucking lost then.
Yeah, they just said fuck Italy, I think. Because they're not on the list of allies like everybody else is, like the Netherlands and Czechoslovakia and Denmark and Luxembourg and Belgium and all those other people. Everybody but France because they're annexed on event. But everybody else is still on the list because they're, you know, a government in exile. But I think Greece just fucking attacked you.
That was pretty ballsy.
Well, it works well for you because that means you have cores on those. That's not occupied territory. It's just core Italian territory now.
Boom.
And also, it makes the map prettier.
Yeah. Italy cannon to, you know, not looking dumb like Germany.
So next target, Bulgaria?
Well, do I want to do that and have a huge front against Romania, or would I rather have a smaller front against Romania like I have now?
I would say huge front.
Okay.
Well, you have.
Well, we can
physically
attack.
have the units to fill out the frontage.
I do. I'm gonna put all my units in position first, though, before I start declaring more wars on anybody.
Oh, we figured out how guns work now. Well, we finally upgraded all of our artillery, I think. Yeah.
Yay.
15 centimeter guns.
We're still like a full year away from World War II actually occurring.
I think that's the earliest. I'm pretty sure that is the earliest I've ever started the game. Well, by started the game, I mean started the war.
So is it perhaps because I kept attacking nations and neutrality has dropped so low that the British AA was like, no? Or like what mechanically happened for this to occur?
I think what happened was that we jacked up your threat to the world.
Mm-hmm.
And you became very, very threatening because you kept attacking people. And then right after you joined the Pact, you know, you entered the Pact of Steel, is when they were like, to declare war, because otherwise they would have just declared war on you. But they declared war on the entire Axis because they declared war after we became, you know, you joined the faction.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's basically what happened, is they just got sick of your shit. All right, I think I'm going to build the Bismarck and the Tirpitz.
The Bismarck and the Tirpitz.
Yep, and it actually
million bayonets. What do I need to Italy? Oh, okay. So I can't actually do this thing because I'm winning in North Africa.
I'm too good.
I'm too good. I can't get this other event.
Germany could build more strategic bombers. Germany could build more tanks. Well, right now I don't think Germany needs to necessarily build anything more. The production queue is filled.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reorganize my forces, attack Bulgaria, and then I'll attack Romania afterwards.
Okay.
That's what
That
I'll
sounds
do.
Good. All those
I just need to get everybody actually back to the mainland now.
delicious oil fields. Sweet, sweet crude. We are 31 minutes in.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep.
I say it like I expect you're lying to me or something.
One of these days, I'm gonna wait till it's like 7 and be like, okay, we're out of time, folks.
Damn.
But I think that's a good place. I ended my war with Czechoslovakia. You ended your war with Greece, and we're both posturing on our next foes. Oh, apparently I took Denmark too. Okay.
You did, but it's got all these lines in it. Yeah, see, my territories have lines in it.
Your territory is a bad color.
It looks bad. Derp, derp, derp.
Those
All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
stripes make me look fat.